One of the biggest sources of unresolved conflict is people aren't listening to each other. They just don't listen. Will Rogers had a great comment. He said, Congress is so strange. Somebody stands up to speak, nobody listens, then everybody disagrees, right? And a lot of times that happens in our meetings, is that no one's listening to each other, and we're doing this convincing kind of a dance. We're going back and forth, and all we're trying to do is figure out what is all the evidence to support my opinion, and we're not learning a lot. And as a leader, the best things start to happen when the leader learns to listen. When a leader is in a conflict situation, whether it's you and another person, or it's two other people on your staff with different opinions, or it's somebody from the line, the leader starts creating the best things when they start to listen. But we're so committed and programmed to tell our story and try to convince people that we stop listening. So you don't get into this battle of who's right and who's wrong. The least creative thing you can do in a conflict is take my idea or your idea, because those two things already exist. So we could talk a lot of theory. How many of you have ever gone to a formal listening class? We're in college, grad school, any kind of professional education. Rarely, if ever, do I have more than one or two hands go up in the room. It's one of the most critical skills. The gentleman that I talked with, several of them mentioned that listening was one of the key ingredients to get people's ideas. Jack Welch from GE said his biggest responsibility is to listen to people, to get their ideas, and then transfer their ideas with the speed of light from one person to another. Most of us know it's important to listen, but we haven't really practiced it. And again, you don't get better at something at just talking about it in theory. You get better really by practicing. So we want to give you a chance to practice learning to listen really with a really open mind. So if you open to page 15 and 16, there are some habits that get in the way of listening and also some habits that contribute to listening. What I'd like you to do is just take a minute and do a little self-evaluation and fill in pages 15 and 16.